What is going on, buddy?
Hello.
It is Big Spiders here, and welcome back to Slay the Princess.
That was a high pitch. Welcome back.
I gotta keep on their toes. When we left off, I've gathered a couple more princesses.
Yeah, we have.
Seen numerous ones around these parts here.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were. But
Wookie.
but now
you're here to slay her.
you guys, we know how this goes. It's a sense of deja vu.
Deja
Doesn't
vu.
here before. It doesn't remember what happened.
Oh.
The opportunist is here.
To our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right?
Nah.
It's going to be a lot harder than you think
They
to
keep
keep.
secrets from me.
Did I
Yeah.
say
Oh.
I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Yeah.
A warning.
Yep,
She
we're
will
going
lie,
to don't believe a
worry.
thing.
You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed to the cabin. Because waiting for us in the cabin is the Vavitch. Just like a witch's cabin.
The
Oh.
interior of the
I don't like
cabin
that.
is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Interesting.
Sure, let's take it. Why not?
Take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Have we never thought of that before, guys? All right. It's into the basement. We know about the mirror shit.
Yeah.
The door to the basement
Don't
creaks
like that.
open, revealing a staircase dug into the
Spooky.
muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Oh, fun.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
What if she likes nature?
Her voice
Yeah.
skitters up from
Skitters?
That's a new one.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Well, this is the worst.
I like this voice.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oops.
She must have you confused with someone else.
All
She
right.
seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah, right.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Hey, maybe you're onto something
You
here.
need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Like, this is, what was she before this? Was this the, what did we do to get here?
We were going down the
Remind
not
me
taking
and
the
the
knife
people.
route. We had sweeter princesses. There was no. We were in chapter 1 before. This is chapter 2. So technically, we didn't have anyone special. We just, since we didn't take a knife, it's the princess with the sweeter edge instead of just the mean one.
But this is like,
This is chapter 2, and we did this because we
Yeah.
didn't take the knife in the cabin, which led to the sweeter version that gnaws her arm off.
oh, right.
But there's no name for
That's
her.
right. We
necessarily.
literally stabbed her in the back.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it
we
was.
Fine. You're the boss.
She thought we were a friend, and then we literally stabbed her in the back.
You
Ooh.
descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
What makes you
That's
think
no
that?
fair. How would she know that?
It sounds like we've done this before.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Oh, well.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Well, not
Well.
here.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Damn, he's sassy.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it.
No, you
I
were.
won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
No.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Hey, I'm sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Hey.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Don't worry, the blade is for you. Or not
Isn't
for
for
killing
you.
We've got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the
Oh.
chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Hey, I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Look, I know things got messy last time. I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. So right at an impasse, neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other unless we want to fight. But I don't want to fight. Could have gotten it this whole time. What do you even need me for? The cabin isn't locked. What have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out here. Okay, let's leave. You know what? Can we just let bygones be bygones? Bygones be
You were the one
bygones.
who stabbed
Bygones and
me in the
bygones.
back when I was still in chains. A dirty little thing like you doesn't get to decide when all is fair.
Hey, look, got messy. Let's team up, man.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I'll be out of here.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Shit.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Ah, don't worry.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Numero uno.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to go well. I like that one. Listen,
Well,
I
I
don't want to
don't-
hurt you. Clearly, there's some burgers. Take this as just give her the blade. Yeah, that's going to go well. Oh, man.
Well, that's a long one.
That's about slaying her. Which I don't know that I necessarily want to do. But I feel like that's going to take us down a heck of a road. Listen, go ahead and take this from me. Take this blade. Take it in your hand.
You can't be serious.
Uh-huh.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I.
Of course.
I abstain.
Oh, come on.
You're so helpful.
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Yeah, never mind. That was a silly idea. I'm not going to give her the blade. She's going to hate. Nah. No. We run the ship.
Everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
Do what you
I
will.
wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time.
I like her tail.
Till you and
Yeah.
she are face to face.
Hello.
What do you think happens now?
She's so cute. Look at her.
We leave and fall in love. That's up to you. That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. Now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you. This feels like the only way to do
You
it.
know what's funny?
What?
This is almost like literally going into the lion's den.
Yeah.
She's like a lion now.
If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. You know what? Let's woo her a little bit. We don't have the smitten, so we're the smitten.
Yeah.
You're beautiful. With your :3 face all over you. I want to actually save you.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
Speak for yourself.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
Yeah, it would say, because it would say lie in
Yeah.
parentheses.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves. And then
Oh.
she buries the blade in your heart.
Damn it!
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You.
The
Yes?
princess seems to
Oh.
tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Oh, weird.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
I wonder if
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, well, she'll probably remember that, and that
Yeah.
should affect who we got next. The Thorn.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a very interesting reaction she had.
Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
Because, I mean, it's from the origin of the princess that is naturally kinder. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's that basic split at the beginning where if you take the knife, you got Miss Aggro Pants.
Uh-huh.
But then if you don't, then you've got a more gentle
Because
side.
you didn't go
And
in
we
there originally with the intent to kill. So
We did end up stabbing her in the back, though. But then we kind of tried to atone for that, and she killed us. She was surprised. So I'm sure that'll play into who we
I
meet
told
next.
you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against
Please
it.
tell me the smitten comes back for this.
Yeah, we
I hope
know.
so.
You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone
Got
here
the
knows
opportunist.
that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're
Yes!
far from being on the
The
right
king!
side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
The king is back! We
Yes.
both peaked our microphones on that one.
A visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
Let's go.
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
Well, they got a bunch of shoes for you, so.
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us, does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but
Yet.
maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time.
Yeah.
We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now?
Freedom.
Right.
Yes.
You've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice.
He's like, shit.
Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
I'm gonna muck it entirely. Keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about it.
Too late.
No guarantees, Chief.
You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty. Except for thoughts of her.
We're going to free her.
Please don't. You can't stop all of us, you villain. Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to say.
Fair.
Stop
Yeah.
sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Alright, now let's screw the cat. We know about. Here's me talking about the whole looping thing in Stride, and let's proceed to the Gavin.
Yeah.
We just gotta see what's going on.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. Are you talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Woo her.
Wonder what she's gonna look like.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is hardly an interior at all
Ooh, the knife's
anymore.
gone.
The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
They
Well,
look
this
like
thing broke immediately.
they look like poppies.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
I like the way you think.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Or so you think.
If she does
Yep.
have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart.
Literally.
Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely. So yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Yeah. There's the mayor as usual.
Yep.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
How about that?
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? That's where everything tends to be.
Okay.
Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
I wonder if she's going to be
Her
more
voice,
cat-like now.
worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here. For good.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No!
Yeah.
This is awful!
This sucks. Ooh, ow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What do you think happened?
No.
I'm free to let me.
If you're you're in a prison of your
They're
own
making. Let's just turn around and turn and leave. Lots of turn and leave. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Let me make it right.
Yeah.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. That's the most fitting one.
Yeah.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Is there anything I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
How about I give you a little kiss?
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything.
Yeah.
All that counts is action.
Yeah.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon.
And then you stab her in the throat!
No, I would be so sad.
From the thorns, that they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Yes.
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Yeah, those look really painful.
Let's do it.
Uh-huh.
Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out.
No!
We slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage
Pure
of
opportunist.
that, we may never
Yeah.
get another chance.
Dude, no,
that
that's...
sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No, it's fucked
I
up.
see that the lines have been drawn.
I almost wonder if there's a because was there an I don't know if there's an Act 4 after this, but maybe not.
No. Please, no.
Oh god, I'm trying to see everything now. It's all fucking all over the place. I don't think so, but I'm not gonna kill her anyways.
Yeah, look at her.
It's 2 against 1.
2 against 1.
It's 2 against 2. You don't count.
You never have.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time.
I've
He
been
should get
here
us
the whole time.
So,
It's Sam Reich, confirmed.
Did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Shunk.
No.
Okay. Cut her free.
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her
I...
free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
I'm always right, you
I
know.
can do whatever I want. I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action.
Wow.
Let's free this
Oh
princess.
my god.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion. That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
Right,
And I
right.
have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and
Ouch.
she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
We could have an accident, you know.
No.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Oh my god.
Buddy. Oh
The
man.
princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Of course.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Oh my god, we actually do it.
We can kiss her?
Yeah, kiss her.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
Fuck you.
You know as well as I do that we can.
Let's
And we
go.
wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment now, would we?
Yeah, now we're opportunists.
If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
Yeah, buddy.
You lean in and you kiss her.
No, do more. More detail.
And
I need to know. How much
She
tongue? A
reciprocates
lot? A little?
Enthusiastically, you kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
No, I want visceral details.
Well, now this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Oh my god.
Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes
Yes.
and leap into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
Yes.
Are you making fun of us?
No.
And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Okay.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time, Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
Yeah, he's making fun
Yeah.
of
It
us.
doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
You're not gonna try to
Shameful,
get the
really,
rest of
but
that
the
off
same
her?
thorns that so graciously
She kinda
allowed
needs it
you
to keep herself
downstairs
decent.
are now blocking your only way
Huh?
out.
So she kind of needs it to keep herself decent.
Yeah, that's
Please,
true.
After all the trials we've been through,
But, like,
do you really
ow.
think a few
Yeah.
measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Oh.
Cut into the thorns!
As
Yeah.
you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yeah, eat that.
You and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
Yeah!
We'll weave something new together. Something better.
Yeah!
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Let's go.
Step into your freedom!
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door.
God, all
and
those
step out
scratches.
into a
Yeah.
new day. You irredeemable murderers.
It's fine, we're about to lose everything in a second anyways.
Yeah. Oh.
Well-
Where's everything going?
No, don't talk like that.
Why is it so cold?
Grabby hands, no!
That was one of the.
It's always worse when the grabby hands
That
come
was
around.
one of the more difficult ones.
I do not get the chance to respond, nor do you ever will.
She's gone.
It's fine, yeah, fucking go to the mirror.
This,
It's
yes,
fine.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Let's feel small. We gaze in. There's nothing. You are nothing at
Oh.
all.
Yep,
The
there it
bird.
is.
I think you know what I am.
Yeah, I know all too well. We know how this goes. All right. Listen,
Ugh.
I was supposed to see all this,
You were
was
either
I?
going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Nah.
Nope.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like
It
that?
doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
That's a shame for you. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what is this place? Where are we?
Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Whatever you say. Going all the way down. And what is my true identity?
We're a
You're
god.
the long quiet. The god I'm.
Okay, that one was a repeat. There's so many things. How am I supposed to rid the world of death?
Slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. forever.
I don't like that.
It makes life meaningless.
Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of
You
times.
haven't. You flirted with dying. You've played pretend. But your consciousness is an unbroken stream.
We keep going with the bomb stuff. And how do you know everybody else doesn't also experience death the way I do?
They obviously don't. You experience death the way you do by design and by your unique nature.
No, visceral one.
Yeah. Boy,
I think you're wrong.
love that word lately.
Yeah.
Visceral.
I don't think dying is bad at all, and you're just making all this up as you go.
If you really want to waste valuable time telling me I'm wrong when we both know I'm not, then that's your prerogative.
It's my prerogative.
I'm pretty sure death is... we did that one before.
Yeah.
Why would you want to rid the world with death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die.
I think we asked that
So
before
you
too.
cannot grasp
Well,
the
no, it just had the
abject
skipping
horror
thing up
of
there.
dying.
So it's at least different from something we've done before.
I could have sworn we've heard that though.
Do they know about this?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
But yeah, this is a new game, remember? So of course it wouldn't say if it's a repeat or not.
Well, it has on the... It keeps all that and stuff. When it's the this button here, that'll gray out if it's new. But it's stayed open. Even though it's a new game, it has all its stuff in the details that we've done before.
Why do I swear that I've... Oh well.
Like, he's probably said something similar in a different line. It was just maybe slightly different since we picked a different line. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Stuff to see about all this. Or I could say nothing and watch him end. Or I could lie. He knows when I lie, so I'm going to lie to him.
Lying?
Oh.
I can't tell.
For once, you don't know.
But I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Bye.
I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Party. All right. And there it is, right? You know, the whole long quiet thing. All right. There's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. But then the world sprouts open.
Yep.
This is a little gross.
Hey.
Huh, you still got the 3 heads,
I
even though we
can
never
finally
finally...
see you. It's been
Is there
so
anything-
long.
More than 3
My
heads.
heart has ached for this moment.
Well, I'm just saying, because that's technically the
I've missed
stranger
you
that...
dearly.
I get it. What happens now? Oh, okay, we've done a lot of this before, but didn't get to do some of the things down here. There's gonna be another. I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know where to go. Free yourself. Take your hand, and then we run away.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was nothing different on this one. Step into the infinite, and we're done. All right. Well then. Interesting. Even though we did things differently, it didn't give us a different end of any kind. But
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, what you give her. I don't know if what princesses you give over to make the vessel really matter much. It's just making her come into being is the final goal.
yeah. It's just that from the way I was understanding things when I was looking at ending, when I was trying to figure out how the endings work and stuff before, is that, you know, in our first run, because we backed away, we found, you know, the 3-headed, the stranger,
Yes.
if you will, because we broke timelines and they all conversed together, and she was the first one we collected. But in this one, we didn't do that at all, but at the end, she still became that. And it's supposed to apparently play out slightly differently, but everything was repeat dialogue when she came to, so I don't know anymore.
Everything was repeat?
Yeah, because otherwise it would have stopped the fast forward. So, well, you
You're
know
on a
what?
path
It didn't depend
in the
on the
woods.
choices that you picked?
And at
Because
the
you
end
didn't
of that
pick any
path
dialogue.
is a cabin.
No, but it's,
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I don't know anything anymore, but what I'm gonna do.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you didn't scroll through like you just did now. You just fast forwarded everything. It could have been different for all you know.
Well, I mean, if somehow we instigated the war there, which we didn't do, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have a save there to pick up from, of potentially an autosave kind before nope, that was all take her hand, so yep, can't go back to that. Oh,
God
well,
damn it, Evan.
that's fine. We're finding all these neat little princesses stuff. We're gonna go find more of them by going over here.
I mean, that is the more exciting part, it seems.
The interior of the
Yeah,
blade.
we're going to leave the knife,
Hell yeah!
enter the basement,
The door
with a
to the
fresh
basement
start.
creaks open.
all this good stuff. Yeah, I'm just checking in on you. Okay. Let's keep on going.
You walk down the
Hello. So, what I want to do is attempt to free her. Stay when narrator throws the knife, but give up when she fights back. Okay. Because there's weird things that happen from that, but because we didn't do that.
We didn't
I
grab
don't
the
think.
knife, though.
No, well, you know what he does. He just kind of throws it down there. Let's examine the chains and stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna go check and stuff. So
You attempt to
let me
And we
go
get
see what's
locked.
around here. And we're
You
locked in.
tried.
Asshole.
Yep.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would
All
have
right.
been so much easier. if
Yeah,
easier
I
for
get
her.
it. I get it. And all this.
Yeah.
So now then, Slayer and the narrator throws you the knife, but give up when she fights back. So we're gonna go try and slay her now. Slay the princess. But then, give up.
Ooh.
Are you serious? As with stuff your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. Suppose you simply lack the will to finish the job.
The princess,
Oh.
wounded
Whoa.
but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone,
No,
I
no.
thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Well,
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
my favorite line. Thanks.
The beast.
The beast.
Ooh, la bête.
I was about to
You're
say
on
La
the path
Bête.
in the woods.
Yeah, I get
You're
it.
here to
I get it.
A
Wait, it's
terrible
feeling
sense if he
deja
doesn't
vu.
remember- If he doesn't remember what happened,
The hunted.
then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Well, let's go to the cabin and save the princess. Or not.
A warning before you go any further.
Why?
She will love
Yeah,
as
I
a
know.
cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Instinct.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
No.
Maybe.
Let's go on in. What's the
Yep.
inside look like?
It's a good
Hello?
question.
The interior of
Whoa.
the cabin is
Okay.
ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table
Ugh.
with a pristine blade perched on its
Yeah,
edge.
because it's like warped.
Yeah.
Like the
blade
wood
is your
warped.
implement.
Uh-huh.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Was there,
Well, I'm gonna throw a
who
save.
caused water damage?
It's bullshit.
Someone get the landlord.
I gotta pay for this. I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the Basamante.
Basement.
The door to
Whoa.
the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Oh.
I can smell you.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit.
Hello?
The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness.
You see the tail,
giving the
right?
illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
Is she?
She's certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Well, Voice of the Hunted applies here the most than it ever has, hasn't it?
And she's the clean she's in chains. We're fine. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right?
There's a shift in the humid air.
Oh boy.
Something in the princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
I think we died.
She's too quick to outrun,
Yeah.
too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Let's go.
Guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You're in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
How big was she?
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I
God.
killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move.
Oh boy.
Her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
It's almost like Attack on Titan.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
Oh, she's escaping.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now,
we can leave together.
Does that work?
Hmm.
Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
I don't see why
Do
not.
you really need
Yeah.
me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
Do what?
You still have.
I mean, I was gonna say we probably have the blade and we can, you know, cut from the inside.
Survive. Or
Survive.
we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that.
Hmm.
That is a bad thing to do.
Okay. let's
Can you talk to the cabin?
dig with the steel claw.
Oh, there's so many
Or
things we
slay
can
yourself.
say. There's so many things.
But you have to be careful because if you do that too much, then she'll just get out.
Yeah,
and
but
we
like
won't...
she said how the cabin talked to her. Which is interesting.
Well, you know what? We'll decide what we do with this princess and all the chaos surrounding the situation that we're in and figure out where we're going to go from here. Next time.
It's weird to call this one a princess.
Yeah.
She's
She's special.
a beast.
Yes. Oh, you love to see it.
This gives me flashbacks to the, what was it? Which one was it called? With all this. The one that was a
that the
goddess
Fury?
and then that she
Well, the
got,
tower was the original one, but then she
yeah.
turned into the Fury
That's
after.
what it was.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
But this is a much different situation.
A little bit.